Hey guys, I haven't made a video in a while, and since I got home and finished everything I needed to do, I decided I would. So I'm going to make a video today, and the title of this video is Things That Annoy Me. Number 1, my job. Okay, so basically, it's a really long story, but I got sick. Like, I never get sick. I had my tonsils removed when I was younger, so I never get sick. I got sick, and I had some kind of, we thought it was strep, because there was strep going around the school. I had like white stuff on my throat, and my throat was red, and, like my eyes were burning, I had a fever, and so I called into work last weekend, and I was like, hey, is my boss there? I'm not gonna say his name, because, I'm not rude like that, but they're like, yeah, hold on. So, he gets on the phone, and I'm like, I'm really sick, I don't think I can come in today. And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, well, like my throat hurts, and, I told him everything that was wrong. And he's like, well, call back closer to time you scheduled. I was like, okay, I thought maybe, he's not going to be the manager on duty tonight, and maybe, he just wanted me to call and let the other people know. That wasn't the case. I called back a few hours later, and he was like, I was like, so you told me to call back, and, I'm gonna, I'm going to sleep for a while, trying to get some rest, so I don't want to, just fall asleep and not call back. He's like, I want you to bring me a doctor's note tomorrow, and I'm like, well, okay. So tomorrow comes, and I still feel really sick. So my dad drives me up there, and I look like crap, keep that in mind. My hair is like down, and I'm wearing sweatpants, or not sweatpants, yoga pants, and big loose shirt. And I go down there and I say, I don't have a doctor's note. My dad's on workman's comp. That's a whole nother story, by the way. I'll tell you all that some other time. My dad's on workman's comp. We lost our health insurance. We had to get a new company. They haven't sent us the card yet. I can't go to the doctor. And he's like, okay, well, I didn't schedule you again till next Sunday, which is really this coming Sunday. And I was really mad. I was like, okay, whatever. So I walked out. He just had to be an asshole about it, about the whole give me a note thing. Well, I kept getting worse throughout the week, and my mom ended up having to take me to the doctor. Now I'm better, finally. It's the first day I actually feel fine. But what pissed me off was that he had to be such an asshole about it. Like, I'm sick. Do you want me to come in there and cough on your shit? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that you want your customers just being around me, period, or their food for that matter. And I'm not the kind of person that like calls in sick all the time. That's what makes me mad. Plus, I came in there and talked to him, or called him at like 10 in the morning when they first opened. I work at Domino's, for God's sake. Number 2 is people that stare. This has got to be one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate when people stare. I go on vacation, people stare. I sit in class, and this one girl beside me in my health science class sits there and copies my paper. She literally gets up against my paper and starts like reading my answers, like just like that. Like, I'm not kidding. It may look freaky, and it is. Imagine it happening to you. And then she sits there, and I move my paper away, and she'll stare at me like this. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, no, nothing. I like your eyes. She makes up some bullshit excuse for staring at me. And you think I would feel bad after that, but no, I don't, because I know it's just a off the top of your head excuse that she's making for staring at me. She has a staring problem. And it's not just her. So I'm not just imagining this shit. People stare. And it pisses me off. We were in the mall the other day. In Allen, an outlet mall, sitting in Monica's car, waiting for her dad to get out of the store. And this guy walks past and he's like staring at me, straight at me, and I'm in a fucking car and he's staring at me. And I'm like, I was like, and Monica's like, Kayla, you're gonna get a shot. And I'm like, I don't care. Do not stare at me. It annoys me so bad. It's like, don't. Number 3, annoying teachers. I know this is probably something everyone can relate to, but this year especially, I have the most annoying teacher on this planet. His name is Mr. Hazelwood. He's my English teacher, and I swear, ever since the first day of school, he like narrates the class. Like, we'll walk in and he'll be like, everybody has walked in. The bell is rung. As we are putting away our technology, no one's putting away their technology. No one. No one's putting away their cell phone or their iPod or their iPad or whatever you want them to put away. It's not gonna happen. You think they're putting it away. They're not. Literally, 4th period, my English class, is jail. It's like a jail cell. We literally hate that class. We hate going in there. We hate him. He's so annoying. And you would think he would have at least a decent name too. Like, his name is Tad. His name is Tad. And, you know, it's not Ted, not Teddy, but Tad. Tad? I'm so tempted to call him Tadpole. I really am. He pisses me off. That's beside the point. No, it's not. This is about things that piss me off. Anyway, we walk in, we sit down, we're having class, and if anybody so much as opens their mouth, he flips out. He'll be like, shh, and we'll be like, shut up. You're making it worse. That's more annoying than someone physically talking. Like, just shut up. And we're not a bad class. We're not one of those classes that take advantage of the teacher and, you know, are crazy and loud. We never have been. But he is so persistent on this whole keeping your mouth shut, not moving, Nazi kind of, you know, like, just be quiet. Lindy, go away, I can see you. Sorry, I have sister. It's like, it's so annoying. It really it pisses me off. Should maybe lose my train of thought. Anyway, he won't stop saying shh, and like, it's so loud, like, it's so annoying. No one wants to hear you. Like, we're not a bad class, and we wouldn't be if you just shut up. I mean, it's not that hard. When you're constantly telling us what to do and making everything your way, we're not going to learn anything, and you're not going to like us. It's that simple. I have a friend, a very close friend that I kind of like. Anyway, he has this guy, this teacher, as his wrestling coach. He says he doesn't have a problem with him. He doesn't know what I'm talking about, and apparently he treats his team way different than he teaches us. And it's like not fair. I'm like, what? Are we talking about the same guy? You actually like him? What? It's frustrating. I'm like, okay, I'm going to video this. Like, I'm gonna video this shit so you don't think I'm lying. I mean, I'm not. Like, I'm not making this up. Everyone in the class just wants to punch him in the face. In fact, there's people switching out, going to pre-AP just so they can get away from him. That's how bad it is. Annoying teachers. They piss me off. And then I have this other teacher for history, and this whole segment's been like 5 minutes long. I'm sorry. He's my history teacher, and he yells. He literally yells. And I understand. He's old. He's deaf. That's okay. He's not completely deaf. He's half deaf out of one ear. And I understand that. Absolutely. I mean, people have problems, right? That's cool. Well, he always yells. And it's not just like yelling, but yelling. Like loud. And he'll come up behind me, like he lectures from the back. So I sit in the back, unfortunately. Bad choice at the beginning of the year. He sits at the back and like on a table, like right behind me. And he'll be like, in 1872, and he'll like yell. I'm just like, dude, I know you're deaf, but I don't want to be. Can you stop? Annoying teachers, they really do. They piss me off so bad. That's just one thing. I guess you can't change it, obviously, unless you switch out a pre-AP like my smart friends. And finally, the last and my biggest pet peeve is when you like a guy or a girl and the person they dated right before this has screwed it all up for you. I think the reasoning for this one is pretty obvious, but if I have to spell it out for you, if you hurt someone, you don't realize that what you're doing not only affects them, but it affects their future relationships with someone that could actually make them happy. Imagine that, you know? Make them happy. You just screwed it all up. And now, I like this one guy, and he's one of my friends, and I like him a lot, but because of his ex-girlfriend, he's still trying to get over it, he's still trying to get over her, and, you know, I'm there being a good friend, just hoping, you know, letting it all play out and trying to be there for him. But this would all go a heck of a lot smoother if you wouldn't have screwed it up for me. And that seems really selfish, but at the same time, you screwed it up for him too. Because I could make him really happy. I know I could. I know I do. And I know that he wants to be with me, but he's scared because of you. So basically that's it, you guys. Thank you for listening to me rant, so long. Sorry the video was like 15 minutes long. I didn't mean for that to happen, but, you know, things happen. Just leave me some comments, and tell me, you know, like, what you want me to do more videos of, and just, things that you liked and didn't like. And I will try to get back to you and make those videos for you. And thank you guys so much, and comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks.